Okay, so like I said, you said you were going to, you had a mortgage, Freddie Mae, Freddie Mac, they set up a receiver, set up a trust. Are you paying anything to them at all at this point? Or do you believe you paid everything off by doing these promissory notes, by putting these bonds in?
Well, that was led to be I paid it off by putting in these bonds by these guys. That's how they said it. Well, they received the bonds and they never rejected it, never sent it back. They accepted it, and that was they were deeming that was tender, and that since they kept it, it's paid.
Okay, they kept it as paid. Does it exist anywhere, any kind of proof that they sent you the title? They sent you back the original note and signed off on it and said there's no longer a debt?
No, there's nothing like that.
Okay, like I say to people all the time, if you watch like the shows from the 70s, Archie Bunker, all the neighbors used to have mortgage burning parties. When you paid off the note, they gave you back the note, and everybody sat around the house and they watched you burn the note. So who has the note? Who has the ability to sign off on the debt and say the debt has been, satisfied? Who's got that capacity to do that?
Well, either the Fannie Mae or the servicer has to have the note.
Right to the servicer and Freddie Mae and Freddie Mac say, I'm going to require from my records that the payment has been tendered in full and that there is no longer an outstanding debt.
Never put in
a simple letter like that? Well, say you're sending a letter like that to me. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Instead of looking at Freddie Mae, Freddie Mac, servicer, trustee, why don't you say, I'm writing to Carl. Hey, Carl, can you, this is starting to screw up my credit, Carl. Can you send me a letter that I paid you every damn dime I owed you and I don't owe you anything anymore? Can you do that for me, Carl? Why didn't you just do that?
Well, I did receive a letter from them stating that they do not accept that as payments.
That's okay. Okay, so did you ask them a simple question? Has the debt been satisfied, yes or no? And then ask them why they believe that the debt hasn't been satisfied after you sent them the instruments that you sent them. Say Exhibit A, a copy of Exhibit A, a copy of Exhibit B. Ask them.
Oh, that's what I should do, huh? Now,
instead of guess, ask them. Yeah. It doesn't hurt to ask. It hurts if you don't ask. It doesn't hurt to ask these people. They will tell you.
All in writing, of course, correct?
Of course. Takes 2 Dude, you back it up to the 4-hour, 15-minute mark. I talked from 4 hour, 15 minutes to you to 03 to 012. It took me 9 seconds to say it. Yeah, with a paper, pen, and ink. Yeah, 9 seconds worth of writing it on a postcard. I think you can handle it.
Yeah, I think
most times I tell people, be nice and send a stamped envelope back in there with a blank piece of paper and say, there you go. I put a stamp on it and everything. Can you just answer me? Because this is really important that you get back to me immediately.
Okay. So basically,
that's what we do in the court clerks. We put things in manila envelopes, and we want the court clerk to send us back the stuff that's timestamped from that court. So we put it into a manila envelope, and we put another envelope in there with my address on it. And I ask her, can you please put it right back in? As soon as you timestamp it, can you drop it in this envelope and put it in the outgoing box? And they do it all the time.
Okay. Okay. Should I mention that the payment was sent and basically the account is balance zero?
As far as you're concerned, it is. Ask them if they believe that it is not, and make sure you get the person's name. Say, Joe, do you believe the balance is zero, or do you believe it is not?
Okay.
You have to call them out as a man, because no man is ever crazy enough to come forth and say you owe a debt. That's ridiculous.
Sure.
Bearing false witness, it's instant death in ancient times. You can't say that. Joe can't answer that.
Should I send it to the man who's a lawyer, or send it to the man of Fannie Mae or the servicer?
You could send it to the receiver. You can send it to the trustee. That's fine.
Okay. I'll send it to all three, CC all of them?
Yeah, you could do that, man. Yeah, but you got to call out each one at a time. But you could send 3 letters. Say, hi, Bob, da-da-da-da, and then CC it to Abe and CC it to Charlie, and then send a letter to Bob that says, hi, Abe, da-da-da-da-da, CC Bob, CC Charlie. So all 3 see that you're sending it to all 3 of them, but each one has their own separate name on it. You're calling out each man, one at a time.